Mac builds brick.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I hope everyone had a wonderful day
Hello there.
yesterday. Hello, Super Doom King. Oh, I forgot that this is still all Star Wars stuff. That's okay. Anyways, welcome.
Hello there.
Hello, Christoph. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, allergies are just now starting to. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I have a tendency to move it and then forget. I need to do a mic check. Mic check. I'm pretty good, Super Doom King. How are you?
Hello there.
Besides the fact that I left my mic in, as Zim put it, in no man's land. So yeah, today's going to be a pretty good day. I'm doing okay, JDP. How are you? How are you? Hello, Jez. It's been a while. How you doing? Good to hear, Super Doom King. Good to hear. So I appear to have pretty much gotten everything working this time. Uh, Boy, it's been a busy couple days. So tonight, yep, we're gonna build the shuttle area or shuttle aircraft carrier. What's my favorite theme? Super Doom King. I would say it's Star Wars is my favorite theme. Followed closely by
Hello
Friends.
there.
No, I'm kidding. Followed closely by the Lord of the Rings. Uh, Behold, Barad-dûr, and below that Shire. You can't see it because it's on the bottom level. Hello, Piece by Piece. Welcome to the stream. Yes, it's good to have you here. So yeah, I guess I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, well, actually, Super Doom King, what is your favorite theme? The Friends thing was a joke for
Hello there.
the people that have been in the stream for a while. They know my attitude on Friends. Oh, sorry, Piece by Piece. I have Nightbot that um, enabled. uh, so believe it or not, until like last week, I thought, hey, never too old for Lego. Believe it or not, until last week, I thought it was Ninjago instead of Ninjago because I'm a Lego noob. Anyways, Shuttle Carrier Aircraft. So what I think is kind of interesting about this set right now. Oh, Super Doom King, I'm also collecting botanicals like you would not believe. So what I think is interesting about this set is the shuttle carrier aircraft doesn't have anything to do with this. It has everything to do with this bad boy right here. And this bad boy right here was used basically to ferry the shuttle, which is why it's included in the set, from the various landing spots back to Cape Canaveral, I believe. So I just think it's interesting that my brain was thinking like the whole thing like was important, and I guess in a way it is, but really, it's this piece right here that's so important. I have not heard it yet. Never too old for Lego. I have been busy as all get out today. And even when I was watching JDP stream, I was coding like a fiend, trying to get stuff done by Tuesday. Because Monday, I am off. So this is the back of the box. So they had like an optional hood for the engines that would get stuck on there to protect it during flight. So I don't have any planes, and I don't have any space shuttles, and I do see that the hood Or I'm sorry, the nose is it's a little off, but it's not it's not enough of an off for me not to get it. Like I I tend to not care too much about, aesthetics too much. I do care about the fact that this set looks pretty sweet, so that's why I picked it up. And this is actually only like the second brand new set I built. Um, I built the Shire, but the rest of them, when I get a set in, I just kind of put it in the backlog. So um, pretty much as soon as I could squeeze this one in, I did after I got it. Yes, piece by piece. It is root beer. It is root beer. Root beer is my favorite drink of choice, believe it or not. So I'll go ahead and flip it over so we can kind of see what's in the box. So that's pretty full. I love the white. Makes me feel kind of like I'm building a Star Wars set. Tea is pretty good. I really like sleepy time tea when I'm not streaming. I actually will drink some nice sleepy time tea. Um, I used to drink a lot of Monster, but as some people pointed out, it's not really all that great for you. So I've drastically cut down on that. Yeah, Dr. Pepper is also pretty good. There's a possibility I get to bag 6 tonight. I don't know. So we'll go ahead and keep 6 and below out. And we'll put everything else away. So if you're new to my stream, I do unbox stuff. And then we kind of look at the manual together. And then the manual should also, well, not the manual. I use the Builder app. So you can kind of follow along on the Builder app if you like. So paper bag for instructions, but no paper bag for my pieces yet. I want those paper bags, doggone it. So we do have some stickers. Not too overwhelming though. So this is really the Shuttle Carrier Aircraft, the N905NA, and then of course you've got the Enterprise. So we have 2 books. Looks like book 1 is purely devoted to the shuttle. Looks like some stickers early on. That's not a problem, not a problem. So one of the tidbits they have in here is that this is the first official Lego plane with 5 landing gears synchronized to move simultaneously. I guess that's pretty cool. The nose, I mean, to me, the nose doesn't look all that bad. I'm sure as we're building out. Wow, it really is. This is one of the shortest like intro stuff for a set I've seen in a while. Yeah, Super Doom King. I've not encountered one paper bag yet. And let's look briefly at book 2. Oh wow, book 2 has
Hello there.
really nothing in it. This must be to help synchronize the various landing gears. Hello, Shifty. No, I'm not sending it back. I want to build this set. It's going to be great. It's my first aircraft. It's my first shuttle. Okay, so that is that. Favorite pizza? I would say my favorite pizza would have to be like mostly like a good blend of meat and veggies. Like I see um, pepperoni, bacon, ham, sausage, pepperoncini, and black olives. So I am drinking zero sugar, but I did get some sarsaparilla and some normal root beer today.
Hello there.
So I'm going to kind of expand into cane sugar stuff. Well, I know, but I like meat. Hello, Alexandria. I mean, I can eat. I have no issues with people eating pineapple on pizza. I really don't. If people, hey, little Lego. I guess I didn't see you come in, little Lego. Welcome. Oh, little Lego, I got to get you that stuff. I'll try to remember afterwards. Like, I have no fight with whatever people want to stick on their pizzas whatsoever. No fight. You're, this is our, we have very short lives. If you need to find solace in putting pineapple on your pizza, then I'm not going to be the one that takes that away from you or even disagree. Okay. Um, and it already crashed. Let's see here. Oh, no, it's back. Oh, is it back? It's just huge. There we go. Okay, so I did something a little different today for music. I mean, it's still going to be synthwave, which is my music of choice. Um, but I'm going through Spotify. Jim kind of put a bug in my ear about Spotify, so I'm going through Spotify this time. So, a whole new playlist, never listened to it before. Hopefully, it's good. If it's not good, you guys can let me know. So, on the right, we do have this is like a an integrated chat for those of us, for those of you that's new. So, I do stream to Twitch at the same time as I stream to YouTube. So Twitch people can see what you say and vice versa. And also at the bottom, we've got a horizontal chat too that seems to retain information a little bit longer. And everyone kind of thinks that's it's pretty neat to see that. That's a fan favorite, the horizontal chat. And I am just looking up one more thing before I go any further. And it's actually not there. So while we're doing this, we need to talk about the shenanigans bot. If we're going to do one. Because, I mean, I think we should. I think, you know, to me it was pretty fun. Yes, yes, I'm all about the good vibes. Ha ha ha. No, actually, so Randucci, he mentioned something that I kind of liked, which is you take a friend set, right? and you basically destroy it. I mean, not really destroy the pieces, but you destroy the concept of it. And instead of being like a happy friend set, you make it enemies. So what I thought about doing was taking something like the treehouse set, for example, which is it's a fairly large set, and then mock it into something like a couple forts or something like that, and like have you know faction A fighting faction B, and um, having you know fights, and instead of being friends, it's enemies. I think that is kind of hilarious. But of course, it doesn't necessarily have to be the treehouse set. It's just when I thought about doing something, kind of larger, that's the first thing that came into my mind. Plus, believe it or not, I've seen that set. A buddy of mine accidentally got sent that set for free. It was just in his box from Target. And he contacted me and he's like, "Hey man, you want this set for free?" And I'm like, "No, it's friends. I'm never going to touch this set. I'm never going to build this set." So I basically found a third party that would, buy it from him. So he and Target, that they were notified that, he was shipped the set, and they're like, "Oh, well, whatever." So piece by piece, my streaming setup was not as expensive as you think. So I've got some Elgato key lights, which I think were like somewhere around $99 each. I've got four of them. I've got an Ozbot Tiny 2, which I think was about 300 or so, and then I've got two ZV-1 cameras, but one of them was from the wife. I think those are somewhere around 6 to 7, and then I can't even remember how much this mic was. The desk was fairly expensive, but I have a very large desk because I built the Imperial Star Destroyer on this desk, and I'll be building the Imperial or the Super Star Destroyer on this desk. So I wanted a pretty large desk. So yeah, I have invested a fair amount, but I think within the next couple months, I need to replace this Ozbot 2 because it's giving me trouble, and I really want to get a Lumix GH7, but it's a little pricey. What is my lazy food, Super Doom King? I would have to say my favorite lazy food is like if I just really, really want to eat like right now, and if I have it handy, like 3-bean salad. I like 3-bean salad. Also, I have no issues with eating ice cream as a lazy food. I may or may not have ice cream for dinner tonight. Piece by piece, so this chair, I've had it for a number of years now. It's a Titan something or another. I can't remember how much I paid for it. This chair is actually for gaming in, because that's what I did the majority of the time before I started streaming. So I've had it for a little while. But wow, you guys are asking some fantastic questions tonight. I appreciate it so very much. Yes, yes, yes. And I will get you all that stuff. I'll try to remember to do it today. Work has been pretty busy because we're short a day next week. So I wanted to try to get as much done today as I could. And I would say I succeeded pretty good. I felt like I wrapped things up in a way where, when I resume things on Tuesday, everything will be good. Well, I don't really intend to really go anywhere tomorrow. So, my area has seen a lot of weather this spring. So, we're getting 3 rounds of rain starting, they said this evening sometime. And it's going to be like a massive downpour each time that they're forecasting. So, um, they really sound like it's going to flood again. And the area that I live in is prone to flooding, but my house is not prone to flooding. So I will be fine. But there's really no way out of our subdivision when it floods. So I will probably just stay inside for the weekend. And Memorial Day, I mean, it's going to be a terrible, terrible rainy Memorial Day they're forecasting, which isn't too bad for me, at least this year. I know a lot of people really like to grill out. My wife, she's working, so she won't really be home for Memorial Day, and so I probably won't just cook for myself. So Super Doom King, I can eat fries actually without ketchup if they're good enough. But that's the key. They have to be like good enough. Um, the only thing I can't really eat without like ketchup or mustard, a minimum of ketchup, is onion rings. Like I have to eat onion rings with some form of condiment, or it's just like ugh, too much. Oh, Greg, is it out already? Mission Impossible 8? Oh, I want to see that. Probably not, of course, this weekend for the aforementioned reasons, but um, despite his crazy personal antics sometimes, I really like Tom Cruise. Like, I'm a big time Tom Cruise fan. And the fact that he does all of his stunts is just amazing. And it's not just a Mission Impossible that he's done his stunts. Like in Jack Reacher, the movie, the first, well, I suppose in both Jack Reacher movies, um, he did all of his own driving and stuff like that. And it's just, to me, it's just amazing that he's still able to do all that at, well, period, but also at his age. Yeah, little Lego, my phone has tendency to ding constantly too. Which is why I put my phone into do not disturb mode at 9 o'clock. So if it's not my boss and if it's not my wife, I don't hear about it until tomorrow, or rather the next day. Top Gun 3 is in development, really? So you guys may see 2 notifications for everything today, because one's going to YouTube and one is going to Twitch, but because it's integrated, you'll probably see both of them, but some people might not be able to see one or the other, so I'm just trying to make sure the bases are covered. Okay, Alexandra, thanks for popping in, and I hope to see you later. I'll be here until 9 to whenever, because I have nothing to do tomorrow. except clean. Ugh. I gotta clean. So let's see. If I had to classify a favorite food, I would have to say my favorite food would be tiramisu. I love tiramisu. Well, thank you so very much, Little Lego. Favorite Star Wars character, Super Doom King? It is the person that people say I sometimes have a likeness to, especially when my hair grows out a little longer and my beard grows out a little longer, and that's Luke Skywalker, aka Mark Hamill. People say I look like Mark Hamill sometimes. I don't really see it, but I've had enough people insist it's true that I'm like, you know what, whatever. Oh, I think I. Oh yeah, I think I have these on wrong. Yeah. Oh, JDP, thank you so very much. Yes, I sometimes forget to say to give a like, although I think I put that in the as like an automated thing now. Um, yeah. So usually in the summertime, I will actually shave everything down. Yes, Em, I'm hoping to do a two-handed swoosh. So I could see a triple swoosh going down, but not, you know, all at the same time. Super Doom King, I have been doing YouTube since really December 3rd. So not for a whole lot long. My first YouTube stream was so terrible because I messed up the inputs on my mic, and it caused like terrible reverb. But you know, there was no one there anyways to watch, so it was like I handled it in stride, I suppose you could say. But I think that stream is out there somewhere. And then I think I had started building the Venator on camera, but I didn't stream it out. I turned it into like speed builds. So my vision for when I started YouTube was, and people have heard this probably so many times, I plan to only do unboxing and then one night a build out on stream, and then I would just speed build the rest of the builds. But people started watching, and I guess they liked what they saw because they kept on showing up. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll just stream all the time then. So I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays. Yeah. And sometimes on Sundays. So I'm on a lot. It's been fun though. Occasionally I run into some hiccups, like, you know, on Monday, where I was like, hey, I'm going to start this mock finally, and then I can't find pieces. Hey, Phil and Bricks, welcome. Welcome to the stream. So Greg, not the Cardinals. I am a Cubs fan. I was born in Illinois, about 60 miles west of Chicago. So just because I don't live in Chicago or Illinois anymore doesn't mean that I'm not continuing to be a Cubs fan, a Bears fan, a Blackhawks fan, a Bulls fan. Like I support all of the Chicago sports, and I know that the Cardinals are technically rivals, but I just don't care. Um, and being that I live in Missouri,
Hello there.
um, it doesn't bother me. Hey Leffy, welcome back. Now the only team I really don't like is the Chicago White Sox, and I'm extremely happy that the Cubs swept the White Sox this year and really further reinforces that they need to just go back and be a minor league team and just leave professional baseball forever because they suck. But besides that, now Greg, I used to live in Kansas City. I lived in Kansas City for about 8 years, so I have certainly watched some some Royals at Kauffman Field. Yeah, fill in. And in addition to all that, um, when I started, I was like, I'm just going to build nothing but Star Wars sets, and that's it. Because I bought a fair amount of Star Wars sets, and I'm like, I'm just going to build through everything I have, and then after that we'll see. I'm not going to spend any more money on sets. And then it's through all of the viewers and the people in Discord talking about different things like Lord of the Rings and castles and modular sets and stuff like that. I'm like, I just kind of expanded, I guess. Which is, I mean, why you see me building a idea set today, or this is icons rather. The White Sox just need to get out of town. So yeah, Phil and Bricks, what's your favorite Lego thing? I'm interested to hear that, and I have my first sticker of the set. A small USA sticker. Sticker number 14. I think this is not the right piece. The size is a bit deceiving. What is my least favorite food? Probably I have several, Greg. Lima beans, navy beans, Brussels sprouts, squash. I don't like any of those things. Uh, Super Doom King, my favorite cocktail is the Sazerac. And if you've never heard of what a Sazerac is, it's basically sort of like an old-fashioned, but it has an absinthe rinse. So it tastes a little bit like black licorice. A little, to me, I'm a big fan of black licorice, so it's very tasty. And then I'd have to say my second favorite is probably an old fashioned, followed by a nice vodka martini. So, favorite hamburger toppings? Favorite hamburger toppings? I like ketchup, mustard, barbecue sauce, lettuce, onion, not really tomatoes, and a nice onion ring if available. I'm gonna let that dry for just a second. Yeah, so oh, kiwi fruit. I also can't eat kiwi fruit. All those things I mentioned are the things that I ate for days unending when I was a child. And now I can't even think about eating them anymore. Yes, number two for low, gyro meat is very yummy. I have a place in my hometown called Tom and Jerry's that makes the most fantastic gyros I've still ever had in my life. And I have traveled, not to Greece, but I have traveled. Oops, I think I forgot to stick. I did forget to stick something there. Oh yeah, I mean feta cheese kind of has to go on the gyro. I don't think I've ever had a gyro without it, to be honest. Feta cheese, onions, and extra tzatziki sauce is a must. Gotta have all the tzatziki sauce.
Hello there.
There's a hey Holly. Hi Holly, happy Friday. It's good to see you. Holly, are you ready for the weather? It sounds like we're gonna get a lot of rain again. Yeah,
Hello
yeah.
there.
I'm a little worried for Laura because she's on call all week long. So I'm just gonna have her take the Highlander in, so it'll probably work out better than the RAV4.
Hello there.
Haha, do we have oh, mathematician? I don't want to ban you. You just I just put you in timeout, I think, didn't I? I think maybe. Um, Super Doom King, I do not currently play an instrument, but I did play the tuba when I was in junior high. I can play Guitar Hero. That's not really an instrument, though. No, Holly, we don't have jet skis, but we do have kayaks. So If worse comes to worse, she can just dodge all the insane people on the state road and kayak in. Mathematician, I'm doing okay. How are you doing? No, I was not fat. I did not eat enough in junior high to be fat. The only time I got fat was, believe it or not, after I got out of the Navy. I was like no longer exercising as much as I was used to. And I was just like, just eating a ton of fast food. And hold on a second. And so I went to visit my parents, and my parents sent me back a picture of, and I was like, "Oh my God, who's that? Is that fat guy me?" And it inspired me to actually start exercising again. And I've never been that fat again, although I got close once. Yeah, I hear you. No, I don't know what it was about the tuba. My sister played the clarinet, and I played the tuba, and it was pretty cool, and I think I was pretty decent. But eventually, we ran out of money to rent the instruments, so that could put the whole kibosh on band. So, Greg, I was supposed to go to the Lego store to get this set, but again, we had bad weather. So I had to rush home from St. Louis instead of going to Lego set. So I had to order it. And the last time I ordered a set on Lego, it had the status of, we're waiting for UPS to pick up for like a week. And I kept on contacting customer service. I'm like, hey, customer service, um, I just keep seeing that my status hasn't changed, and they were like, "Oh, you just have to give it like 7 days, 7 business days." And after 7 business days, it never shipped. So they expressed one to me. That was Tutor Corner. Okay, Mud Fishing, thanks for stopping by, and I'll probably see you later. Super Doom King, I like sushi and sashimi if it's the right kind of fish. Like if it's tuna, I can eat sashimi and sushi. If it's salmon, get out of town. I don't like salmon in any form. I just had both those, sashimi and sushi, on a cruise I went on a couple weeks ago. Also, a little tidbit: I hate California rolls. Like, I find California rolls to be absolutely disgusting. And I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's the imitation crab meat in it, because 9 times out of 10, a California roll is going to be made out of imitation crab meat. Or if it's, I don't know. Ugh, I don't know what it is, but I cannot eat a California roll. My favorite non-sushi, meaning it's not raw, is eel. I like to eat eel rolls. They're pretty tasty. Unagi. as it were. So delicious. Zim, where I lived out in California, on the Navy base for school, they had a fantastic blue crab restaurant, like literally right next door. So we would just exit out of the base and walk a little bit to the left, and we had some of the best blue crab I've ever had. I don't think I've had shark before, but I've had swordfish, and that was pretty good. It was like having like a steak as a fish. Pretty tasty. I did not get that from like Red Lobster though. I got it from somewhere else that was a little bit better. It's been a number of years since I've had swordfish though. Hey, bag one done. So really, Zim, if you have tuna sashimi, you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong. It will, and you eat it the same way that you eat sushi, or at least that's the way I eat it. Is you dip it in the soy sauce, and then you just eat it. It's really good. Really flavorful. Doesn't taste fishy at all to me. Super Doom King, Greg, what is fugu? I don't think I've heard of it, so I guess chances are I've not had it. And Super Doom King, yes, I love licorice, especially black licorice. No, I don't think I've even really had the opportunity to really eat any pufferfish. Like, I don't really remember that as an option anywhere. I usually am pretty brave when it comes to food, believe it or not. Like I had escargot in Paris.
Hello there.
That was, that was pretty good. I usually will continue to eat escargot whenever it's on the menu. Hi, Irish Arkham. Welcome back. We're on bag 2 of the Shuttle Aircraft Carrier, which is actually building out the shuttle. So it definitely does look like a shuttle. So it's almost in a swooshable, well, I guess technically it's in a swooshable form right now, but I think it'd be more swooshable when we get some engines on it. I don't think I've ever been lost in a corn maze. No, I think maze is just the Spanish word for corn. So, Greg, there are plenty of places in the United States that will serve Ethiopian food. If you've never had Ethiopian food, it is a wonderful experience because they bring you out oh gosh, I already forgot what the bread is called, but it's like a spongy, it's a spongy type bread. And on the bread is all the things that you ordered, like whichever lentils you wanted, whatever meat you wanted, and you just rip apart the bread, and you take a piece and you just like scoop up, whatever you want, and just eat it. Oh man, it's so good. I think we found a place in St. Louis that has Ethiopian food, and we usually we hit it up when we can, and when we go to Kansas City, which is pretty rare, we've got another place that we go to that has just great Ethiopian food. Now, it is a little spicy, and I don't really tolerate spice very well, but I just deal with it the best I can. The spice doesn't like me, that's what I like to say. I like the spice. If I eat spicy food, it looks like I'm running a track meet afterwards. And it's been that way, my whole life. So, Super Doom King, what is your favorite dessert? I want to get to know about you. Oh, Argentina. That's pretty cool. I don't think. I think the closest I've been to South America is Honduras. I haven't gone any further south than that. Creme brulee. I think that's my wife's favorite dessert too. She also likes this Turkish dessert called kunefe. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of kunefe. She likes kunefe so much that we would eat somewhere, and then she would bail on that place for dessert, and then go to um, just a totally like a Turkish place just to get kunefe. I always feel a little weird about that because when you go to a sit-down restaurant, you're supposed to have like meals and stuff like that, but she'd go to a sit-down restaurant just for kunefe. So the only time I felt like I was literally gonna die after eating was going to one of those Brazilian steak places. Like, I just ate and ate and ate, and I was like, I am so incredibly full. Is this my last meal? Am I going to perish? I survived. Hey, Wild Wolves Nation! Welcome. Thanks for watching on Twitch. How are you doing this evening? I'm doing okay. Well, I'm doing okay considering. I had red pizza yesterday, and red sauce pizza, I should say. And I woke up at 11:30 with outrageously terrible heartburn, and then just kind of laid in bed for, I don't know, probably like an hour after that, and then woke up at 3. And I'm like, I guess I'm getting up now. So I'm actually a little tired today, but hopefully it's not coming out too bad, and I'm still able to entertain. Super Doom King, my favorite vegetable. That's a really great question because I just I would have to say corn. Sweet corn is my favorite vegetable. My hometown was DeKalb, Illinois, and they are famous for their sweet corn. There's a company called DeKalb Pfizer Genetics, and they did a great job of hybridizing the corn to get the best sweet corn, and it was delicious. And every July they have something called Corn Fest, and everyone that goes to Corn Fest gets an ear of sweet corn for free. And Holly here actually probably knows a little something about that because Holly lived in the adjacent town for a little bit. I don't think we were like living in adjacent towns at the same time, but she did live in the town next over from me. Oh no, you wrecked your drag car today, Wild Wolves Nation? I'm glad you're okay. How much damage did the car take, and is that going to be something that you can repair without it costing like $1 million, as they say? Oh no, told it. Okay, Holly, I left DeKalb in '95, so I guess we missed each other by a year. Well, White Wolves Nation, I'm glad that you are unscathed. Yeah, I do like butter and salt on my corn. So Holly, I got invited to see the Bears play the Cowboys. I mean, I would have to, pay my own ticket, of course, um, but Laura's going on a cruise, so I have to stay behind and make sure that the pets are okay. So no Bears game probably for me this year, which is okay. I mean, when you think about it, I've spent a fair amount of money this year on this stuff, and I really don't need to spend money on a Bears game. Yeah, I sure do. I sure do miss having Arnold around. I can't wait for all of his stuff to get situated so he's back more often. Okay, Holly, just let me know when so I can try to get everything kosher. How do I like my popcorn, Greg? I like my popcorn with not a ton. Oh, Christoph, thank you for showing up. I know you are you're in Belgium and it's pretty late there, so thanks again for showing up, and I will see you later. Have a good night. Yeah, the prices are a little sick for tickets. Popcorn, I like salt and just a little bit of butter on my popcorn. And I can also put some caramel flavoring or something on occasionally, but I just pretty much prefer just a little bit of butter and salt. My movie theater here actually has pretty good popcorn. They don't have good theater seats. They don't have good screens, really, but they do have good popcorn. Me and Holly, we kind of live in the sticks a little bit, although um, Holly lives even further out, so she really lives in the sticks. In a very nice place. Her house is pretty sweet. I don't know why it seems like something doesn't seem right here. Oh, wow. These are all askew. uh, popcorn could like pop music. And I mean, if there's a corn that likes pop music, then there's a corn that loves rock music too. So that, I mean, sure, there could be rock corn, but there could also be country corn, but no one wants to experience that, right? I'm not a fan of country music. I'm not a fan of current country music, but if it's like Merle Haggard or Johnny Cash or someone like that, I can listen to that. That's fine. I'm just not a big fan of what's out there right now. Usually, for music, I just listen to. I like a lot of '80s music. Um, and I listen to. I prefer music that is just instrumental only. So like Mogwai is pretty good. Explosions in the Skies is pretty good. Now I do like some bands that have vocals, like Tool. I like Tool, and another one of my favorite bands has an unfortunate name that predated, things making it to the news, and that's ISIS. But of course, ISIS has existed way before the terrorist organization. It goes back all the way back to ancient Egypt. So, yeah, country music just is not for me. But, just because it isn't for me it doesn't mean I can't discount it that it's good. It's a good music for someone else. I'm on back to Piece by Piece. Super Doom King, what do you mean by favorite childhood theme? Like my favorite toys growing up, or favorite Lego set? Well, see, here's the thing, and that's an interesting question. So, my mom and my dad both told me My dad only spent like half his life with me because my parents got divorced when I was 4. My mom said that I never had a Lego set when I was a kid, and my dad said I never had a Lego set when I was a kid. And I know as an adolescent I never had a Lego set, and I know as an adult I never had a Lego set until last year. So I always thought that the first Lego set I put together was the Lego Titanic last year with my wife. And then I saw a video by Area 56 Bricks, who was showcasing and reviewing the latest iteration of the Galaxy Explorer that came out, and it had a loudspeaker piece on it, with like the play on the top with like the 3 horns. Of course, that particular loudspeaker piece is brick built on the latest iteration, but the first iteration wasn't. I was like, oh my gosh, I have built with this piece. So I have to have built Legos before when I was a kid. And then when I was going through these bulk Legos, I saw the tires that have like the 2x2 plate in the middle. And I remember building with those too. So I don't really know. I can't tell you, Super Doom King, exactly what my favorite theme is, just because I just don't really remember. I barely remember putting together Legos at all. Hey, GB Models, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We're doing pretty good here. We are about halfway through bag 2, I think. It's been a pretty fun set so far. I mean, looks pretty sweet. It is definitely a shuttle. So we'll probably be building up, putting the upper hull on. I think we'll probably be building out a little bit of a cargo hold, if I understand correctly. But it's been pretty good. Ooh, favorite fruit. Oh my goodness. Favorite fruit. I'd have to say that my favorite fruit is pineapple. On pizza? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, piece by piece. I'm sorry. I did see that question, and I just kind of. I feel like it's better. It's easier to build on the app, and I think I can. I think if this goes dark, trust me, it will only go dark for a second. Okay, so I actually have a full window that is dedicated to this. So what's cool is you can turn around, and so you can really get an idea dimension wise what you're doing. And sometimes when you're dealing with instructions, like something may not be clear. So with the builder app, you can literally rotate to see what the other side is, or that view, or you can zoom out and you can zoom in, and you can, verify which pieces, you have to use. And I mean, personally, I love the app. Plus, in addition to that, it's not taking up any space on the desk whatsoever. And I think I would just prefer to have the desk devoted to Lego building. Now, of course, the older sets, like I want to say 215, at least 2015 and older, they are in the builder app, but they do not have 3-dimensional directions. So, you can still zoom in to see, but you can't rotate anything. But I vastly prefer building from the app. Um, and it really sucks. I was using this other software to stream from the iPad to the laptop, and it would just randomly not work sometimes. But this last app I got seems to be working pretty good. Yeah, yeah. GB Models, what's your favorite Star Wars theme? Uh, what's your favorite Lego theme? It may not necessarily be Star Wars. Is what I meant to say. So this build is been great so far. There's literally nothing tricky. The stickers do not seem overwhelming, although two of them were kind of long, but it wasn't too terrible. The instructions are clear. It doesn't seem like the build techniques are strange or unusual. It's going pretty good. Now this is just the shuttle. I haven't gotten to the aircraft yet, and we also haven't gotten to the cone yet, which is, some people have said looks a little wonky. So we'll have to see about that here pretty soon. The Venator, that's a great ship. It was a wonderful build. I do have some suggestions for you for the Venator if you want. I actually have only built one Lego car, and that was the Peugeot Le Mans that I built out. Man, it feels like it was 6 months ago, but it's probably only a couple months ago. And it's currently sitting in the office of my friend's workplace because they sell Michelin tires, and there's Michelin stickers all over that Peugeot. So both. I have both. I have actually, I have 6 cats and 1 dog. And how I got so many cats is because we just kept finding cats that needed to be rescued. Oh, that's pretty cool. Lights for the Venator. So my suggestion for the Venator, I have several. The first is to make sure that when you build out the Venator, you really snap those engines very, very tight, because okay, so this is actually a little weird. The Venator is prone to engine sag. If you don't make the engines very tight. And I feel like I'm a fairly fit guy, and I squeeze those engines closed with all of my strength, and the engines did not snap in half. So if I can do that, chances are you can also do that. But there are plenty of videos out there that show Venator engine sag, and Jean's version is one that comes to mind when she was showcasing her Venator. You can really see like the engines drooping. I'll get to your question here in just a second, Super Doom King. Another suggestion is there's a company called Brick Tactical, and this is just like if you don't like putting on really large stickers, Brick Tactical sells something called not a sticker sheet, and what it is, it's literally printed pieces that look just like stickers. And I mean, that's what I did. I still have the stickers, like the big, Armada stickers and stuff like that. I never put those on the set. I just used plastic printed pieces, and the price wasn't too bad. And they actually they had some extra things for Rex, um, like different guns and stuff like that. So it was kind of like an extra added bonus. And then there's an area of the build, I think it's about halfway through, when you're starting to attach like the back of it to the front. It will kind of dip down at an angle, and as long as you follow the instructions and pin all the Technic stuff in the right spot, it's perfectly fine. It's that angle that gives some people some pause, and they're like, am I building this right? But yeah, they're building it right. Yeah, I don't really have any Venator engine sag, because I just, I knew about it before it started, and so I tried to prevent it right away. Randucci! Hello, Randucci. Also, I just love it saying your name. So, Super Doom King, no, I have not. Not only have I not built a Star Wars mock, I have not built a mock at all. I just, and this, I'm going to be saying this for like the millionth time. I'm just not familiar enough with Lego to feel confident building a mock yet. So actually, I did fire up what is it, studio.io today, this morning, because I have like a lot of botanical sets, because there's a place in town that does like the Amazon Target pallet buys, and then they just pull off whatever, and then they auction off the Legos at like insanely cheap prices. Oh yeah, I guess I could show you guys. What Legos I got in the past couple days when I get done with this this bag, if you want. I mean, I got some insanely cheap Lego sets, and some of them are small, like they're not giant Lego sets, but I spent like a pittance on them, and a lot of these sets that they're selling are botanical sets, and the only reason why I can think that they're being like returned is and that's just, I'm just assuming that these pallets are return pallets, but people are getting these botanical sets and realizing that they don't come with vases. I think that's why people are returning them. So I was like, you know what? I have all these botanical sets. Why don't I mock up a vase? And so I guess I started that today. Yeah, JDP. Yep, I will. I'll be streaming for a little bit. But boy, oh boy, I am pretty tired. Well, I that sounds pretty cool. GB models. Like at one point in time in my life, I built models myself. I know I built a Black Hawk helicopter. I built an A-10 Thunderbolt II. I built a car of some sort. I think it was a Pontiac Le Mans. And then I stopped.
Hello there.
JDP,
Hello there.
they had an event in Springfield for Lego, but some people said it wasn't very good, so I didn't go.
Hello there. Hello there.
Chicago has a pretty good event in June, I think, but I just can't get free to go to that, so I haven't actually been to a Hey, Eternity Bricks! How are you doing, Eternity? Oh, Skywalker! Doug the Rug!
Hello there.
Rowan! Oh my lord, it is the Eternity Boys! Greasy! Shadow! Wow, thanks guys! You guys are so great for coming out. So how has your guys' night been? I heard you guys were playing, and Randucci was telling me how like he gave his life for y'all, and it was all for naught. Well, thank you. I love it when you guys stop by. And we are making progress on the space shuttle. See, it's starting to get a little bit more form on the back, and then we'll stick in probably an engine housing there. So it's definitely getting some mass. Sure, sounds good, Eternity. Thanks again for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your evening, and you should try to play some of that Sea of Thieves tomorrow. You seem to have done pretty good in that too. Yeah, I always respect people that can play shooters and do well, and they're pretty fun to watch. But the last time I played a shooter, and I literally like was playing with people I worked with, and one of the people I worked with that sat like 2 chairs down from me said that not only did I play like cancer, I played so bad I gave other people cancer, and that's about the last time I ever played like a shooter with anybody. So no Fortnite for me, guys. I'll cheer from the sidelines. Yeah, JDP, and the thing is that I may not have been very good at like that aspect of the game, but I was always actually pretty good about announcing when people were pushing, and I would say overall technical awareness. But that's just something that some people don't understand the importance of. So a lot of time I knew when things were happening and where they were coming from. But bye, Alexandria. Yeah, Sea of Thieves. I do have a PS5. I don't know if I've ever played on a PS5, but I know that it is cross cross account and cross console too. So I'll catch you next time, Alexandria. Have a good night. So it's a possibility, but you would have to deal with me speaking like a pirate the entire time, because that's the only way I play Sea of Thieves. I never break character. It's been about as long for me to have played Sea of Thieves as it was for you. So I'm sure there's a lot of changes.
Hello there.
Greasy, really? No. No, they did not. They did not ask you to speak like a pirate. So the guys that I interview with, they only asked me like how many balloons do you think you can stuff in a car or something like that, and I got kind of lucky. But one of the guys that would interview would actually say, "Yo, they'd say, do you lift, bro?" And if they said yes, they'd be like, "Okay, so how much can you squat?" And they'd look real intent, like, all judgy, but they weren't really serious. It's just a way of kind of unnerving someone to see how they would act. Let me just make sure I get caught up on chat. Yes, Ryan. Ryan, I thought I said hello, but if I didn't say hello, hello. Ailstorm, that sounds pretty cool, especially for a pirate metal band, because that sounds appropriate. Piece by piece, I am a software engineer. So, although I actually went to school for software engineering and got a software engineering degree, all I'm doing right now is programming, which is actually different than software engineering as a career. So yeah, basically I just program for a living. My company is based out of New York. The technical offices are in Cleveland. So I work from home, but technically I'm associated with the Cleveland office, which is why I had to go to Cleveland a couple weeks ago for work. Greasy, it was a startup. It sounds tough to actually, to work for a startup. If you don't make it, then you're kind of out everything anyways. Oh man, it just seems like it would be so much pressure. And Ryan, I love the smart Alex statements. I'm here for it. Oh, that's pretty cool, piece by piece. I think I know a certain person in the chat that tried to weld once, which is like one more time than I've ever tried to weld. I know that it's, believe it or not, it can be very, very, very difficult. So I always respect any welder. Zim. So, Doug the Reg, I don't think I've ever seen you even in Eternity Stream. How are you also a Lego builder there, Doug the Rug? Cool. Okay, so I actually do have that on right, but I need to stick these other ones. What is a 329 wood? And these angle pieces will be actually fastened securely here in just a second, so they won't continue to pop off. So, piece by piece, I have seen different videos where people are trying out for jobs, and I think I've seen videos where people have tried to justify how much they should make when they're getting hired on by their welds. So that's pretty sweet. 75 an hour, that's amazing. I can't actually remember. It's been a number of years since I've seen it before, but I know that I remember it pretty well. And not being a welder whatsoever, I have no inclination at all of whether they're doing a good job or not. I just think it's pretty neat. JDP, thanks so very much for stopping by and safe driving. I hope you have a good night and you make it there and back safe. And I will probably catch you tomorrow. And one of these days we'll have to do a stream together so you can see all this weird stuff I have with my bulk Lego and tell me if it's worth anything or not. Them Canadians don't know how to drive. I actually I've never made it to Canada myself yet. My wife has. She went to my wife went to Quebec City, I believe it was, last year, or maybe it was the year before that, and she had a pretty good time up there. Ryan, I just saw your comment. That's me too. That's me. They would send me a bill for how terrible I did. But I mean, trade schools in all forms of fashion are something that people should definitely not frown at. Like I think all these skills are very important. I think I'm gonna need some caffeine here pretty soon, so I'll have to switch from root beer to Pepsi or something. Not coffee though. If I drink coffee tonight, I'll be up all night. I am here to hear all the stuff about welding. So Ryan, you say that, but I might actually have a marathon stream on Sunday. I am really kind of thinking about it. We're talking like I might start at like 8 a.m. and not stop until I get done with what I'm building. And it wouldn't be this. This is something that I'm gonna stream build, and I've already like announced the schedule and all that stuff. But it's that I want to finish that. It's been incomplete for way too long. I've got that set for Christmas from the wife. And look at it. It has no tower. It has a base, but it has no tower. So, Ryan, I guess I didn't realize you followed F1 racing. I guess I will send you I'll send you pictures that I took of Singapore of the F1 track they're building out there. So stick welding is sheet metal and TIG welding is heavy duty welders for pipes and industrial stuff. Got it. But what about for aeronautics? I think I have to do a sticker on this one too, I bet. Yorp. Oh, okay. Both TIG and stick. Got it. Got it. Got it. I see, I see. Okay, Ryan, I'll be here until at least 9. Probably not too much longer after 9, though. I'm really, really kind of sleepy, actually. Yes, they should, piece by piece. Um, I found that Windex really, really helps, but it's not 100% perfect all the time. It's just I would say it's about 95% perfect, but it's 160% better than when I tried to put stickers on in the early days without using Windex. Like, so,
Hello there.
hey Jays, welcome. Hope you're having a good night, Jays. So me and Com are going to disassemble the Superstar Destroyer at the same time. I'm doing it on stream. He's just doing it watching, but he's going to be doing it at the same time. And unfortunately, my terrible sticker placement will come into view as I take that set apart. I'm not really looking forward to that part. But, you know, it is what it is. But the Millennium Falcon, no one will ever see the bad sticker placement in that one because I'll never take that one apart again. Unless I'm moving and then like something happens. Yeah, this has been a pretty sweet set. I just realized that I don't think my little trivia thing is working. Oh man. So I don't think my trivia thing. I have some trivia stuff I was going to put out today. Let's see. Yeah, so it is set to always run on a timer. Let me just change the timer here. Let's do. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, briefly for wheel options, I don't even like calling it a wheel anymore. Really, I think it should just be bot because the wheel is gone and it's been replaced with a fantastic bot. So that's pretty cool piece by piece. And unfortunately, I think with the way the housing market is right now, saving up is probably your best approach. And hopefully by the time you're ready, the interest rates go down because the interest rates are kind of stupid right now. I have a friend that just bought a house not too long ago and he has like excellent credit and it was a VA loan and it was still 7%. So that kind of sucks. But anyways, so Randucci, he had a couple good suggestions. One of them was, you know, I'm going to get one of those shirts that look like I'm hairless, or I'm sorry, that I'm not wearing a shirt rather, and then build out a set on stream wearing that shirt. It's kind of silly, but I think it's actually hilarious. Um, and then making a friend set and turning it into an enemy set by making all the friends fight each other. That also is pretty hilarious. And then I thought about shaving my facial hair, which is no big deal because in the summer I don't actually really like facial hair anyways. So I shave my facial hair off. Mm. And then I think the exercises, but being double was mentioned. I guess I could do that. Um, have a pajama stream. My choice in pajamas. My choice in pajamas, not yours. My choice. Um, let's see what else. What other options was I? Still keep the whole Scotch bourbon thing. I thought that worked out pretty good too. The remove an option, add an option, keep those on there. Let's see. I think having this, having people pick out sets or mocks is still a pretty good idea. But just make sure that I set the price lower. Although you guys did a good job of picking things that were not expensive, but I think I got introduced to different things that way. So yeah, and so for anyone that is tuning in, for a while there at 7:30, I would have like this wheel that turned into a bot that had just silly little things that I would do, just kind of make things a little bit more interesting on stream. And then we got through it all, and then we've just been kind of trying to come up with things to do again. So yeah, piece by piece, that is a sound idea, but actually having a house, well, yeah, I mean, if you can pay off your house, I mean, it's still technically equity and all that stuff. So you know that that's a solid idea. In fact, I've been trying to get my wife to just pay off the house, but our interest rates are so stupidly low that we should just keep on making payments. Well, good luck piece by piece. You sometimes it's just hard to find land. That's great. Okay, okay. So you guys want to see the Lego sets I've got from Whatnot in the past couple days? I've paid like almost nothing for these sets. Well, not almost nothing. I got them at a pretty discounted price, and rightly so. Some of the boxes are a little messed up, so or I can just keep building. I would say that piece by piece, if those arrangements work out, then that's probably about the most perfect thing you can do. Just hope you have better luck finding land that you like to build a house on than we've had, because we've not had very good luck at all. We do own some land that's kind of like on a hill, like she wants, but it's a little too close to the interstate, so she can kind of hear it. So she's not 100% sold on the notion. So I guess we're just going to hang on to land until, you know, she gets it sorted out, and then probably sell it at some point. And by the way, yeah, I have a themed shirt on, guys, as always. Piece by piece, you live in Texas. That's my guess. Unless it's Missouri. Because, oh, wow. I was way off. I did not imagine that you guys would have red clay in South Carolina. Wow, I was way off. That's pretty cool, though. Well, I mean, living in South Carolina, that's pretty cool. But red clays can be not cool because it's hard to build on, and then it's, if you actually want to have a yard, then that's pretty terrible. I like the snow, though. That was the best part of living in Cleveland, was the snow. And Northern Illinois, too, as well. Whew. Definitely seeing some good form here. Well, piece by piece, thank you so very much for hopping in and conversing. It was great. I hope that you're back again in the future, and I hope that you have a wonderful night. I will be on at 6 o'clock. I'm debating doing an early stream. I don't know. I guess it just, we'll see if the wife's here or not. Because I would really like to finish Broad at some point in time this weekend, so it's just done. I had 4 Lego projects in the works all at the same time. I had the MIDI Millennium Falcon that people are turning into other things, but I wanted to build out the Falcon first and then maybe take it apart. I don't know, because I do want to have it as part of a collection. I'm working on the T-Rex skeleton. I'm working on that right there. And then I'm working on a Rio Bricks set all at the same time, which is just kind of silly. So I finished the MIDI Millennium Falcon. That was a pretty sweet build, actually. And there's no stickers. So I thought that was pretty cool. So now I'm down to 3. And then I made a little bit of progress on the T-Rex skeleton. But the real bricks, I've not done anything with that in a number of weeks. I need one more of these pieces. Ah, there it is. It was buried. So yeah, I would really like to finish Broad Dirt tomorrow. And I would really also like to get a light kit. But when I went to light my bricks to get a light kit, I put it in my cart, and then they were like, "You might need this," and it was like all this stuff, and I couldn't figure out exactly what it is I absolutely need to make everything work. So I never purchased it. I'm probably gonna have to actually ask someone, like, what things do I really need here to make this work? Because I don't want to buy a lot of stuff I don't actually need. I've never purchased a light kit before, so I really have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, out of all the sets I have, that one really has to have a light kit when it's completed. In my opinion. Any of you guys ever had experience purchasing light kits? You might be able to shed some insight into the matter. Big same. Big same. I don't have anything either. Hope my little trivia thing fires off like it should. I did something a little different this stream, and not, I guess calling it trivia isn't accurate. Just little facts about the Shuttle Enterprise and the Shuttle Carrier Aircraft itself. I put some facts that should be broadcast out at some random facts, unfortunately. And they also won't delete. Well, they could delete. I worked until like 3:30 today, and then I had to go to Walmart, and then I had to pick up my whatnot stuff today. And by the time I got back, I just had enough time to eat a little bit of ice cream and then take a shower and then get down here for this. So I didn't get a chance to see if StreamerBot will actually delete from an array the same way that a normal C# program would. So there will be some random repeated facts tonight, probably, which is no big deal. I thought it was pretty neat. I love NASA. I think that if I was in charge of the budget, I would probably cut some other things and boost NASA's budget significantly. I think space and space exploration are very, very important. Heck, for I wanted to be an astronaut for the longest time. And then I saw Will Smith's attempts in Independence Day and realized, man, if Will Smith can't make it to be an astronaut, I have no chance of making it to be an astronaut either. So I just gave up after that. Yeah, that's a pretty good t-shirt. I probably should have gotten that t-shirt instead of this one, actually. Is Buzz Aldrin still alive? I think he is, right? He might not be out there punching faces of conspiracy theorists and doubters, but I think he might still be alive. Man, that's pretty good. I can't get it into the mental space of someone that thinks that we didn't actually make it to the moon. I also can't make it into the mental space of someone that thinks the Earth is flat. I didn't watch the documentary, but my wife watched the documentary about the people that were trying to prove that the Earth is flat. And some dude accidentally proved his theory wrong, i.e., that the Earth is round during his experiment. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, my favorite donut shop in Cleveland was owned by a flat earther. But let me tell you, I didn't disagree, or I'm sorry, I didn't agree with his beliefs, but I still went and got his donuts all the time. Oops, I think I went a little too far ahead. Yep, sure did. think we're making pretty good time tonight. Um, I can't remember what my. I think I set 6 bags. That's kind of like a decent goal tonight. I think I can maybe make it to 6. Although, really, I think I can't remember how many bags are in this set, though, to be honest. I'm a little punchy, guys. A little punchy. So one of my workmates. Oh heck, he might be watching right now. I think he's a Marlins fan. I'm surprised that he hasn't messaged me about the Marlins versus the Cubs. I think the Marlins beat the. I'm sorry, I think the Cubs beat the Marlins. What, like 20 to 10 or 20 to 1 or something like that yesterday? Just imagine if the Cubs went back to the World Series and won it, and the Bears went to the Super Bowl and won it. What a fantastic sports year it would be for a Chicagoan. Hmm. Yep, I think the front. We're going to take a look at this front of this here in just a second. In my opinion, the front doesn't really look all that bad. See, the front's done. And really, I mean, I don't normally build spacecraft or airplanes, but that front does not look too terrible to me. I think it looks okay. Okay. I guess, yes, they are spacecraft in a fashion. They're spaceships, yes. But they're not real ships. They're imaginary, not in a the models that they're based off of are not real things. So I guess that's why I left them out. Because we're dealing with right now something that exists out there. And currently, if I recall correctly, the shuttle aircraft itself is in Houston Space Center and Intrepid Plaza, and I can't remember which shuttle's on top, but it actually does have a shuttle on top. So if you're anywhere near Houston, you can go down there and see the actual thing in the flesh that I am building. Oh, my fax! My fax are working! Ah, this is so cool. So, Zim, something that I was thinking about is, all those rumors about the Enterprise and all that stuff that was coming out. The shuttle is the Enterprise. So hopefully all the rumors weren't referring to this, and they were actually referring to the namesake of this. Yeah. So while this dries, I'm gonna do some show and tell. Okay, so I'm letting this sticker dry for a second because I don't want to stick it on there yet. So, uh, I got Jedi Bob's Starfighter. This was like $9 is how much I paid for this. And you can see that the box is kind of messed up. And then I think I paid like $18 for this one. It's a Harry Potter set, but I mean, the price was right. And I'll put it together in the Harry Potter set. Let's see, what else did I get here? So I got another botanical set. The pretty pink. I think I paid $19 or $20 for this. This one was 20 bucks. And this is normally like 60 bucks. So this was quite a deal. Some guy got mad that I was buying all the Legos, by the way. He's like, hey man, you need to lay off on the Legos. I think this was 9 bucks. As you can see, I got a lot of botanical stuff. I think this was like 15. And then I got a cheap, what is it? Pickleball set. I'm gonna try to see if Laura will go out and play pickleball. I want to learn how to play pickleball. And then just got, you know, just a cheap Y-wing microfire for like $4. So I got some good stuff for the backlog, I guess. Okay, this is dry now. So now I feel tempted to get that Super Mario cart that just came out, because now that I have like the piranha plant, it might be neat to have something like that too. So we're gonna connect these doors together so they move together. More stickers. Pretty soon I'm going to run out of stickers, except for the last two, which I'm perfectly fine with. Perfectly fine with. The 376, that is actually on the shuttle aircraft carrier itself, so that doesn't have to go on for a while, I think. So Zim, when do your pieces come in for your helmet? The Deep Space Nine pieces are supposed to arrive on Tuesday, so I hope to resume that build next week. Crossing my fingers. And my toes. And cross my toes. I can cross my eyes too, but my parents always said I shouldn't cross my eyes for too long because they'll just stay that way. Hey, Holly. How was dinner? Well, Zim, it really hasn't been too much of a pain. Like, there's certain things I actually like about it. Like, I like that I'm using all these older, hard to find pieces. And when you look at the instructions, I mean, it looks like a really sweet build process. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. It doesn't seem like it's going to be like janky like the acclimator was. So I think when everything is there, it'll be cool, and it's not deterring me in any shape or form of, you know, wanting to do another design. Never too old for Lego. I don't know if that's really true, and welcome back. I also don't want to try to see if that's true. Maybe I'll just take your word on that. Oh, what movie was it? Something that irritates my wife a little bit is that I cannot remember movie references or song lyrics. I just don't really remember them very well. It's almost swooshable. It's getting there. Holy cow, it's only bag 4? Jeez. Progress has been slow. So, yesterday was my wife's last day off before she had to go back to work today for a week. And she decided that she wanted to have her favorite pizza from her favorite pizza shop. And I was pretty busy with work yesterday, so I let her order this time. And she's like, what do you want? I'm like, I'll just take this pizza and I'll just get whatever size that you're getting. Because I figured that she was going to order something like an 8-inch or a 10-inch. And then she gets on the phone and orders the pizza and she's like, yeah, I'll take an 18-inch. I'm like, what? And so, she orders an 18-inch pizza and she orders an 18-inch pizza for me. And keep in mind, it's just 2 people. And then we go pick up the pizza and her eyes just go super wide when she sees how large the pizza is because she was trying to order the size of a DiGiorno pizza, which is not 18 inches. Could you imagine a DiGiorno 18-inch pizza? It would be like $50. I think it's like a 10-inch pizza, maybe. It's probably less than that now with shrinkflation. So we'll be eating pizza forever. Well, never too old for Lego. That should be pretty easy for me. I will send you a blank white frame because that is what my Lego city is right now. Or I guess I could send you a picture of the Tudor corner box. King size pizza. I would like a king size pizza instead of a large. That sounds pretty cool. I think the largest we have here is an extra large is what we call it. Ugh. Jeez. Well, I mean, I guess that would be great for parties. Have you guys ever ordered so much food for yourself that you are embarrassed and so you got an extra Coke just so that the person wouldn't think that all this food would be for you, it would be for someone else too? I've done that. I've done that, and that was just a couple years ago. I think it was Burger King. I ordered like like 2 Whoppers, and I think I ordered a chicken sandwich too because I wanted to see what their chicken sandwich tasted like, and some onion rings. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take 2 medium sodas. I still drink, I still drank the sodas. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I fooled them. I don't think they thought that all that food was going to be for me. I don't eat very much now, but that always has not been the case. I've been able to eat a fair amount of food in the past. I've only been eating two slices of this ginormous pizza that we currently have in the fridge. My buddy Gary says that it'll freeze well though, so I guess we'll stick it in the freezer. Oh God, never too old for Lego. I love poutine so much. There was this place in Cleveland that you could get just like multiple types of poutine, and I miss that place. The closest I've had to Canadian uh, poutine is when we went to Niagara Falls. We never made it to Canada, but oh man, woo! Did you see those ninja-like reflexes? Man, I'm hungry now. See, my wife knows me. She knows if I see that on the menu, I will be grabbing that immediately. And now it's time for wheels. Yep, time to build the wheels now. Last time I built wheels was the Peugeot Le Mans. I think after this, I'm going to assess how many bags are left. And if I feel like I can't finish this in 3 nights, then I will. I'll do another bag. Oh, well, that doesn't sound too terrible. I think we might have a place here in town that sells cheese curds. Man, I wish Holly was still around. She would know for sure. So how's the music? Oh wow, I forgot to rotate. How's the music been? Has the music been pretty good? Hey, welcome, Ryan. I should say welcome back, Ryan. We just have so few places to get stuff at here in town that the only places I can think of where we can get something like cheese curds would be like the butcher shops, of which we have two, and one of them I went to today, and I don't remember seeing cheese curds there. So maybe the other one has it. Ryan, I might finish the shuttle tonight, but I won't finish the Boeing. Yeah, he sure is. He sure is. He's gonna surpass me. Which is fine. I mean, I don't have anything against that whatsoever. I mean, his streams are pretty fun to watch. I do think that he probably needs to well, never mind. He's probably doing fine. He doesn't really need to expand beyond that. If he's growing so much, I think he can just stay on YouTube and be just fine. So now, of course, the question I have is, you know, the fries. The fries have to be an important part too, right? Because if you have terrible fries, the rest of it is also going to be terrible. I've been hovering in the same spot for a while, subwise. It was going, it went down and then went up, and now it's just been kind of there. It's just nice to it's nice to have some new people show up. Okay, never too old for Lego. Okay. I'll have to search around because I definitely want some. Ooh, Arby's curly fries. That sounds pretty good as a fry base. I do love Arby's curly fries. I think Arby's French fries have to be my favorite. McDonald's has some pretty good fries too. I think it's been forever since I've eaten at like a Hardee's. All right. Tailfin time. And these snap in via clips. So that was a pretty easy addition. More wheels? Or no, I guess I can remove the wheels and stick them inside. Okay, but I don't think I need to do that yet, do I? Okay, so I can remove those. Remove that. Okay. Oh, I guess they do want me to do all that right now. I think I would also prefer to use beef gravy. Okay, so take the wheels off. The wheels go in here. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Swiss. So yes, that little fact that is true. In fact, it had like the I think they call it like a cheat stripe or something like that that looked like an American Airlines that went down the middle until it was replaced by NASA in 1983 with the traditional blue color scheme, the blue and white color scheme rather that it has today. Sorry guys, I'm just all kinds of tired today. So I didn't really see, how did they stick the engines in here? Okay, wow, that's interesting. Were you even born yet? I kid, I think you were born, Ryan, in 1983 to be precise. All right, so now we're building the shroud that goes around the engine. Yeah. Oop, that's what I thought. '83. That's the year that my sister um, broke my tooth in half. 1983 was not a good year. But it's not a gimmick. It's not a gimmick, Ryan. He's obsessed. He's intrigued. He wants to know all about you. Um, Ryan, it did not hurt. Um, or at least I don't really remember it hurting. I know my sister, she was very sad that it happened. Um, and my mom was plenty mad it happened. And my poor mom, she got confused. The dentist said to stick the tooth in milk, but she stuck it in water for some reason. So, um, yeah, it did not hurt. I don't remember it hurting. It was just scary, you know. You can feel that something is wrong with your mouth because, you know, you can rub your tongue where your whole tooth should be and it's not. And you're like, am I ever going to be the same again after this or what? And the answer is no. No, that was never the same. It is currently 67 degrees here today. It has been a very mild May so far, which I am just tickled pink about. Because I usually it creeps up into the 80s and 90s here about this time. And the less warm days we have, the better. '90s? Wow. I wouldn't even thought it would get up that high to begin with where you're at, Never Too Old for Lego. Jeez. '90s? That's insane. Wow. That's just a little shocking. You just have these preconceived notions and then it just get blown right up. Yes, Ryan, I am in the near half a foot of rain over the next 3 days area. So we will have our second round of flooding here probably this year. I'm going to be so very mad if they call it a century level event again because they've already said that twice within a span of like 8 years. You don't have 3 century level events in the span of 8 years. It's just so stupid. Call it something else, guys. Yeah, Zim, it's a lot of rain, which is why I did all my shopping today. I'm not going anywhere tomorrow if I can help it. That's pretty interesting. Never too old for Lego. Yep, just a whole lot of rain. I have some friends that are supposed to be driving out to um, Colorado tomorrow night. I hope they make it okay. Ugh. That's a lot of humidity. Oh, Ryan, that would be great. I can share all of our pictures from the Boston trip we took together. Not, I don't have any pictures from Boston. Hey, never too old for Lego. Rest well. And I hope you're still recovering pretty quickly. I forgot to ask, when are you thinking about streaming next? About the weather and teeth. I guess that is a pretty old fashioned conversation, right? That's pretty funny. Let's see what's a better topic of conversation. Oh, I guess the Bears scored one of the Chiefs' offensive linemen. That's a pretty good topic of conversation. I fully forgot that happened until today. Tooney, we got Tooney. I don't think Tooney's going to be enough, though. I think we need like a whole new O line right down the line. I'm a little upset that they didn't draft more. Like, we got a tight end, I guess, but I didn't really think we needed a tight end. Wow, okay, I guess. How does this affix on here again? I have no idea how this is supposed to go on. Well, I certainly hope that happens. I know I've got a Caleb Williams jersey I wear every time I stream on Sundays. I do not understand how this is supposed to go in. Let me look at the end of this shuttle again to see what configuration it's in. Oh man, oh, the whole thing comes out? I guess that makes sense. I don't really like that at all though. Okay, so I guess this goes in the shuttle bay too. Okay, well that solves the mystery then. No, the pack just needs to stop winning. Cool. So there we have it. The shuttle is complete. Hey Randucci, welcome back. I'm just getting to the end because I had to rewind just to see what was going on with the back of this, and sure enough, I had to pull something off. I did see the Lego movie, the latest one, that is. It has no wheels. Swoosh is pretty good. It'll swoosh better with the engines on, but I took the engines off because it said to take the engines off. So I'm kind of iffy on these shuttle bay doors. Like they don't really want to close very well. There's a gap too. But the nose doesn't really seem too bad to me, really. I mean, I'm sure there are worse noses out there. Oh yeah, I mean, the reason why I'm doing this is to chat. I could take all of these sets and just build them upstairs and in silence, but it's just a little bit more interesting to work on them and talk to people and hopefully be entertaining. You know, sometimes it's tough to come up with some things to say when you're doing it for like hours and hours and hours, but yeah, it's entertaining. I like it. I'll probably keep doing it until people stop showing up, and I'll still probably keep doing it. Oh yes, Randucci, I think you may not have been here for that, but yes, I'm on book 2, step 15, or bag 15 now. I think it's bag 15 I'm on. So pretty good progress. The legs are on. I think that's what bag 15 leads to. Both legs are on. So let me see how many bags I have left in this set. So I did 4 today. Oh, well, that's bag 16. Well, I guess I'll do one more tonight. Do one more tonight, because if I don't, I'll be behind. If you guys want to stick around, that's cool. If not, I understand that too. Because I am going beyond 9. So, Rantucci, I did finish the MIDI Millennium Falcon. I made it the actual Falcon, believe it or not. And that was sweet. I loved the fact that the pieces were all printed. I didn't have to do any stickers. The Dark Falcon, you did have to do stickers for I guess they're called vents on the top. But that one, it's just all printed. I mean, I can't believe I'm telling that to you when you've dealt with the set so many times before already. You certainly already know all the details about the set. Zim too. I think between the two of you guys have probably 6 Falcons. Okay. Ryan, thank you for sticking around. And if you do join the Discord, you are very welcome. And you can entertain us all with stories of us. Have a great night. Oh wow, she's volunteering at a food bank tomorrow? That's so awesome. Good luck to I hope she enjoys it. I'm sure she will. Have a good night. What a weird beginning to this set. Like, why is it circular for the plane? I thought it would be like building something out rectangular. Oh, that is so neat. Well, you both have a great night. So I actually have the same amount of Falcons as you do, Zim. I think one of them will be the Serenity for sure. And if I want to rip about the hanging six, I thought that between you, Randucci, and Zim, you guys might have 6 Falcons between the two of you. He's got 2, so do you have 4? I was right. So between all of us here, there's 8. Because I also have 2. And when you think about that, that's pretty insane. In a good way, that is. Sorry. I think my wife finally made it home. She's had a pretty long day today. She went in at like 6:30. That's a pretty nice fact for you, Zim. I was thinking about that when I was putting that in yesterday. So that's what made me think about the whole this could be the Enterprise for this year thing. So Randucci, what do you have planned for the weekend? I see, I see. I'm sorry to hear. Did anybody win any of the games in Fortnite tonight? Gotcha. How's your mom doing? Really? I'm sorry. I thought she was out. I know I saw her on watching your stuff a couple times. I guess I just assumed. Improving? What is it going to take for her to get out? Kind of sounds like she needs to see a specialist, which, from what I understand, is pretty difficult out there. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, I guess she's in good hands then. Hope they get it all figured out for her so she can get home. Looks like I'm just building the same thing over again right now. I hope it turns out okay. I really do. Always makes me sad when bad things happen to good people. Yeah. Yeah, I know that's life. I just wish it wasn't that way.
Hello there.
Hi, Com. Good morning. It does feel like morning. It feels like morning where I have hardly slept and I've not had any coffee, and all I can think about is actually getting back to bed. That's how I feel right now. Like as soon as I get done with this, I'm letting Charlotte out and then going to bed. And I will probably be asleep almost instantaneously at this point. That's my level of exhaustion. Yeah, I want to sleep tonight, so no coffee for me. Hey, how'd your D&D thing go with your lug? Did they get the ropes down? So I think if I recall correctly, you said they've never played before. Yeah, I mean that's absolutely true, Renducci. It's all doctors. Um, Com, did anyone decide they wanted to be a bard? Do you have any bards in your group? Oh man, he chose poorly. He chose poorly. You got to have a bard in your group. Bards are awesome. They're the ultimate. Rogue. A bard is partly rogue. Man, that's disappointing. I would do that too, but I would be like, so I know this sounds terrible, but my magic is really good, guys. That didn't go over very well. Wonderwall. I'm not sure if this is really working as it should be. I guess we'll figure that out as we go along. I think it's moving. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Yeah, I remember when Oasis came out with Wonderwall.
Hello there.
Everyone just went nuts for it. Hi, Mr. Red. Oh, you're fine. Actually, it's perfectly fine that you're here now because I'm actually staying late. I hope you're having a good night, Mr. Red. If I could turn back time, wasn't that a Cher song there, Zim? Are you singing Cher song lyrics? So we're building gear stuff, Technic gear stuff. Oh, gotcha. Well, did you spend your night doing something different? Yeah, I saw Constant playing Fortnite earlier today. Maybe that was yesterday. I don't know if he plays with the Eternity Boys or if he was just doing his own thing. Oh, okay. Well, welcome. I'll probably be on for about 5 to 10 more minutes before calling it quits. I think I'm just going to do this one last bag and then hopefully promptly fall asleep afterwards. Hopefully the wife hasn't gone to bed yet. I'd like to actually talk to her before tomorrow. Always kind of sucks when you don't really talk to each other face to face throughout an entire day. Oop. I figured that was going to happen. So who's going to be fighting in your bug battle scene? Boy, do I ever. I seriously need my beauty sleep. And can't you see the bags under my eyes? My goodness gracious. I have such huge bags underneath my eyes, I can just fall asleep on them. In all seriousness, I think I got like 2 hours of sleep last night. Just two. The rest of it was really just laying in bed trying to sleep. Okay. So it sounds kind of like maybe a Geonosis type scene that you're thinking of doing. This is starting to get pretty tall, which is what I was expecting actually. Wow, that was sudden. I'm done. So this is the start of a Boeing plane somehow. So I think eventually we'll have something that turns this, because this wheel is definitely spinning on the inside. Yeah, look at that, whatever that is. So I'm a little worried about having an extra piece somewhere. I'm not expecting to have an extra piece, so I guess I will investigate that tomorrow. I'm not investigating that tonight. I am going to sleep. So yeah, thanks guys. I went a little over. Thanks for sticking it out. You guys are the best. And we had some new folks pop in, and then we had a raid by the Eternity Boys, and I'm very grateful for that too. So same time tomorrow, 6 o'clock. I guess I'll keep going until I get a third of the way through, so that Monday, Wednesday, I guess I'll finish like normal. Um, don't be surprised if you see me streaming in the morning. Hop in if you want. And if not, that's fine too. I'm probably gonna build out some brother, bear, whatever, and we'll see how it goes. But y'all have a good night, and I'll catch you later. Catch you on the flippity flip, as good old Michael would say. Bye bye.